Hey guys, we are live on YouTube. Good evening, everybody. It's 9:31. I'm 1 minute late. So we do have the regular crew here with us tonight. And I want to talk to you guys about a couple things tonight. And then we can have open mic and talk about whatever you guys want. But just like the subject says, events and... uh, whoa, my audio is on. It's confusing me. Newbie mistake. Don't do that. So challenges, summer events and challenges. I'm going to talk about some events I'm going to have here at my place, what I'm doing for those events, and also another event I'm actually going to, which is going to be very interesting in June, which is a Canadian event, and hopefully the COVID thing is going to be more relaxed, so we can have more people there. It's going to be fun, and also a challenge. So the challenges I've saw, well, challenges I put in S, but if you guys know of any other challenges, let me know. But the one I found that was very interesting is actually the one from driftwoodmaniacs. He's got a F1 style tire changing challenge. So if you guys think you're quick on changing your tires, do that challenge. It's pretty. It should be pretty easy to do.
That's a different one.
So real quick, I'll show you real quick. First of all, you guys want to say hi?
Hello. Bless
Howdy,
you.
howdy, howdy.
RC Recreation is there, and that's one of the event I want to talk about. He's actually hosting something. So I'll talk about my event first, and then we'll go to his event. Share screen. So I actually built this little guy. And I forgot to share the audio. Well, let me do that again. Share sound. So I did post this on my YouTube and also on my the Tank RC Facebook page, and that's where this one is. So I actually built this for the challenge, and I did reinforce the back. I got two boards under it screwed to actually reinforce it, and I will be putting some grip tape on each side. So
Here we go. I just finished my King of the Hill climb challenge for my PTC. Well, finished it is a big word. I still have to put some traction aid, 2 strips of traction aid on the upside. And you can actually adjust this just by pulling out the bolts here. They're not screwed. You just pull out the bolt. And then you set it up at different angles. So this is 45 degrees right now. You can have 40, 35, 30. So it starts going to be 30. And then it's going to go up. Right now it's set at 45, 42.5, 50, 52.5, 55. And then here's the impossible. Well, basically, from here to here, it's going to be almost impossible. But some truck might actually be able to do it. But let me tell you, it's pretty steep. So that's my new challenge. So what I want people to do is come up, stop halfway, then keep going, come down, stop halfway down, and then keep going. That's it. Hill climb challenge at the T.
So that should be pretty interesting.
It looks like it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be difficult going up, but I think it's going to be more difficult going down because you worry about it's going to endo.
Yes. So you're going to have to be smart on the way you start going down. So basically, you're going to have to start going down on the drag brake or like stopping and going down. You can't go down and stop, or else you might flip over. But to succeed that challenge properly, you do have to stop halfway up. So what I'm trying to eliminate is people taking a run at it or with fast cars and fast wheel to actually get up 4 feet and on top. So I want them to really see their angle of their car and the center and the gravity and how much it actually lifts or torque twist. So that's what I'm trying to demonstrate with this challenge.
So what will probably do better, short or long wheelbases or medium wheelbases out there?
We'll see. There's a lot of different trucks that we're going to get here. I got some people with 6x6. I got some people with all kind of different trucks. I'm thinking maybe I am going to do a different class for winning also. We'll see. And yes, Kevin, I am going to put some wood preservative on it. I already got a small can, and I'm going to put either wood preservative or a stain or something on it to stop the water from getting to it, because that one is actually not made with pressure treated wood, so I want it to last a little longer. So
Hello, Jack.
yeah. And if I can get a trailer, I'll try to bring this or the challenges I'll make for my TTC, which is next month. If I get a trailer, I wouldn't mind bringing these things to actually RC Recreation, to his event, in other words. So that would be kind of cool if I did that like that. Everybody gets to use it.
Cool.
So, and I do have another one. It's for hill challenge. So it's an 8-foot piece of plywood that I'm going to take, and I'm going to bend this way. So it's going to go that way. So you're going to start like this, and then it's going to go 90 degrees. So it's to see how far you can go until your car actually tilts over. So that's going to be interesting.
You know what? I don't think, for some reason, there's some incredible crawlers out there, but I don't think they're really going to be up to it.
Sure. Well, it's just to see what's the angle you can get to. So when your truck flips, and then you can actually measure, like I got my phone that I can actually measure the angles like that, you'll know where you compare to somebody else's build. So if you think like, to me, all the people with very long shocks, those guys are going to do the worst in the hill climb and the worst into the side challenge. Those guys are going to be the worst. I can almost guarantee it.
Yeah.
But there's other things they might be good at that we're actually going to do. So there's a lot of other challenges I'm going to do. I'm going to have a tug of war. I'm going to have my sled that people can pull, and a bunch of other challenges. So it should be interesting.
Like a ground clearance challenge.
That's another good one. Ground clearance challenge. That would be easy to do.
Yeah. Kevin Gibbs had a good idea. Go up backwards and back down the other side.
Yeah, that's another thing we can do is the backward. You do it backward instead of forward. Because that
either way.
Thanks for the greeting, Tank. I'm just sitting there like a goose, mate. Thanks
Pardon
for the
me?
greeting, mate. Thanks for saying hello to me, man. No worries at all.
I barely heard what you said, Jack. And by the way, hi.
Oh, well, took your time.
Your
mate.
camera's not working still?
Yeah, I was in a stream before and I got booted again. I don't know what's going on, man.
Wow.
Every time I go into a stream, I just get booted when I put my camera on. That's all
That's
right. You don't wanna see-
ever since you
that's
did the StreamYard thing, right? You were saying?
Yeah, but don't worry. You don't want to see my ugly mug. It's okay.
Anyways, good evening, Sir Jack.
Hey, how you going, Brett?
Semi-vertical and breathing.
That's John, how you doing,
Hey,
mate?
I'm sitting down, so.
Actually, Brett, I was a bit confused. Which truck did you want? The communications?
I like both of them.
Yeah. G'day, Kevin. How you doing? The Hammett has got really stiff leaf springs. Just bounces all over the place.
Yeah.
Communications truck. Leans. I got to kind of fix it. John, you brought that up. It leans to one side, to the right side. So I've got to kind of see if I can fix that up. But I'm not going to be bothered about it too much.
That communications truck looks real similar to the truck my dad drove in the Army back in the day. So I could make that look like that.
Well, all I did was I just got a can of a spray can of matte black and just sprayed it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
And I
RC
left it
Bachelor Boy,
dusty.
how are you?
Hey, Gabs, how you doing? Hey, Jason, how you going over there, mate? Good to see you. Thanks for the shout out on your video, mate.
Cool. Hey, Brandon.
Now see recreation. Good bloke.
So our RC Recreation is actually doing an event at his place.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandon. Yeah, he's doing an event, yeah.
So it's the first organized adult camp out weekend. Book it now. And
Yeah, it
there's
looks
a
like a good
freaking
spot
pirate
there.
ship also.
Yeah, it looks like a good spot.
It's
So-
a little ship.
Yeah, I'm not going to show the whole video. I did put a link in the chat. You guys can go see it if you want. But I am going to show you some little clips here and there. Oh, yeah, he passed by his wife really close, and it was kind of interesting. So he's going to have a whole bunch of different crawling, bashing, speed run, different place that you
That
can
pirate
actually
ship's pretty cool, eh?
have fun there.
To wreck your car.
Yeah, they did some
Well-
jumps off that.
And he's got an arc. So there's the arc. And he actually jumps over it a couple times with an RC. So I guess he's got one ramp on one side. So it should be interesting to actually see a couple things on there.
That proper
Jumping up to the
game
top, the
going
highest point.
Yeah. So there it is. There it is, getting some air. So
Good on him,
then
man,
he
good on
says there's no excuse. There's no excuse for you to get a speed run. Like he's got this very long on grass, mind you, to actually try to do some speed run or some drag racing.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to have a communal bonfire camp. But he's got,
drilling.
John, every time you drill, please mute yourself. I just muted you. So every time you're going to use the drill, just mute yourself.
You just
Thank
drilled
you.
my right ear, John.
Yeah. Yeah, especially for some people like Jack that wears a headset, that it's a killer. Looked like he's got a couple campers there on site. Maybe I should rent one from him for the weekend instead of bringing my tent. I'd be more comfortable.
Go and stay in the tent, mate.
Look at that. He's got one there, another one there. Unless people park it there for the winter, that might be another thing. He's got a couple river crossing also. So here's some nice
Pretty
spot.
cool.
He's got some mud bog. He says like here there's a lot of mud. So it should be
Great
interesting.
location. Good location, but it's got.
Yeah. So I guess that's his multiple river crossing on the property. So there's some nice places to actually have fun. Here's a mud bog. I guess that's where all the animals, the cows and the horses and all that, probably horses, go through here. So that's a good spot to stretch out your wheels.
Mm.
And there's also outhouses. One of these will be added for every 10-site book.
Or you can go in the bushes and just use the leaves. You'll be right.
And there's horses that we can run around with the RCs and try to scare.
That's going to go over good with those horses.
Yeah.
Are
Gonna
you
get
reading
a
the
heart
chat
attack.
what Jason's saying, Tank? At all? He's saying that those are people renting spots.
Those are people renting spots.
Hmm.
Okay, well, send me an email. Tell me how much it cost. Or maybe it's them renting that spot. People are renting that spot. I don't think they're for rent for that weekend.
Hmm. Yeah, it's a good idea what he's doing. Good on you, mate.
Yeah, well, it looks like it's going to be fun and a great place. And plus, it's only 3.5 hours from where I am, so it's not a bad drive.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
said
bad.
to him, I said, I wish I was closer. I'd make it up there.
Hmm.
I'd
Oh,
like
you're
that- I
welcome
like
to
that
come, Jack.
river- That river crossing. That river crossing looks great.
Yeah, that river crossing looks great. Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you guys want, I did put a link up a little or up above. You can actually look at the full video of that, and it's going to be a fun weekend, I think.
That
Yeah, he also
river,
gave us a shout out too.
Magnify would love that river crossing.
But he's too busy going bush to beach, mate.
Cool.
The Arbies were there while I was filming. There you go.
And plus, the snow just melted. It must be wet over there right now. Like the property must be a lot of water. So, not sure if it's sand or what it is there. But
Yeah, it
hopefully,
was.
hopefully he's going to be able to make some jumps and some stuff for the basher people. So I'm going to bring my Summit. I'm going to bring my Rock Ray, my Slash, my two Slash 4-wheel drive and 4x4, and a couple of my Speedster and some of my rock crawlers. So we should be there for a good time.
Get Tony to take his tractor up there. I'm sure he can fix up a track for him.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh, Tony just
Tony's there
in the chat. Unbelievable.
And I might bring my Clubbuster also. My Clubbuster is going to be ready by then. So
a lot of numbers hit Friday.
Will your CC02 be ready?
I don't think I'd bring the CC02 over there. It's going to be more of a trail truck and not to play in mud and things like that. I don't think it's going to be ready for that.
Oh, well, it might have some trail runs too.
Brandon.
Hey, Jack, we can barely hear you, man.
Yeah, your sound is very, very low, Jack.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
I have to strain to hear you.
I've been turning up constantly.
Is that
And
better?
it hasn't helped.
Is that better?
No.
No.
You're joking me. Mate, people were telling me to turn my levels down early on in the stream, and I had it right down. Wow.
If you go on the up arrow for microphone, you can actually hit audio settings and take it off of automatic, and then you can crank up the volume. Try that real quick on your computer.
Go to, where is it?
Beside your microphone, there's a little arrow going up. Click that. Go to settings.
Yeah, audio settings.
Yeah, audio settings, and then it's right in the middle. Take automatic adjust microphone volume. Take that off.
Which one is it?
Wow. RC Recreation said he's building a 60 by 80 short course track.
It's not ticked that automatically.
Yeah, take the tick off.
It's not ticked.
It's not ticked. Well, bring the slide up then.
Hang on, wait a minute. I know what the problem is. Hang on.
Is that better?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, there he is.
I had my stupid camera. It was defaulted on my webcam.
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
So that's better.
Yeah, now we can.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that, Brett.
Now I can bring the audio back down.
I owe you a communications truck for that. Yeah, I was going to say, I was people were telling me to turn it down. I thought I can't go any lower.
Yeah.
So obviously in Zoom it defaults whatever, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jack would have to get on a boat now to make it, Kevin. Yeah, it'd be a slow boat from Australia there, Brandon.
You get off at British Columbia, and then you take a car all the way across.
Down on the high deck on the ship to race on the track.
Okay.
Yeah, that pirate ship's pretty cool, isn't it?
So they were using the ship to for a race team. Cool. Yeah, that would be interesting. I'm sure you can come up with a lot of different ideas to have some fun and have some races and just have a blast with people. I know I'm bringing my tent. I'm bringing my 10 by 10 pop-up tent. It's just a canopy. So I'm going to have that. And some of my buddies are coming from Ottawa also. I believe we're going to be about 5 or 6 people in our group that's actually going to go down there. So
is Trail Critters going?
I don't know if Trail Critter is going to be going, but I'll mention it to him. But he might have saw the video. RC Recreation trails with him once in a while, so I think he's got his contact, so we can always ask him.
Hey, Brett. I have a video for Frank to send to you. A guy made a Hot Wheels car into a drift car. Actually has a motor and everything in it.
Cool. That's the one that's got the rear suspension where he's sitting there and it's in his hand. He's putting
yeah. Do you see that?
I've already seen it.
That guy's a master builder, man.
Yeah, already seen it.
What did you think of it?
Different.
So RC Recreation says, Jack, that it was better when we could barely hear you, Jack. That's not nice.
Ouch.
With a wink. In other words, he's kidding. RC Basher Boy has to run already. See you later, RC Basher Boy. Don't forget the thumbs up on your way out.
See you later,
Thank you,
Gabe.
Gabe.
Bye, Gabe.
Yeah. Trail Critter will not have no problem making it there on fuel.
Yeah.
I'm sure he won't. Like he's gonna make it there on his battery and make it back. Yes, the Rampage would be a good truck to actually bring there. That's a good idea to actually bring there.
Kyosho Rampage?
That would be good. Yeah. Especially if he's building that track.
Yep.
All right. Oh, this is a pain.
And the other thing I want to talk about real quick is this guy, which we haven't seen here in a long time. This guy. This
Yeah.
face,
Yeah.
this ugly mutt. He's got a challenge right now. I'll put the link in the chat also. Go see the video. He's got instruction what to do. But you can actually, if you're fast, the fastest guy to change tires, you can actually win this. I believe it's from Banggood, the G5000 RC. So what you have to do is you have to demonstrate first that the wheels are on. Turn your car on and turn. You can do that with a 2-wheel drive, 4x4, doesn't matter. You can use whatever you got. But you got to demonstrate the car rolling, that the tires are attached to it. And then basically you have to do a tire swap.
Right.
Oh, I think I got a commercial.
Dun, dun, dun.
We'll go do that. Stupid monetized people. We'll go back to share the screen. Okay, so basically you got to take the tire off and put it somewhere else, and then take the other tire off and put it on the side. So he's doing the side right now, but you can do back to back, like take this tire from the back and put it on the other side. Doesn't matter which one, but you cannot take the tire off and put it back in the same spot.
It has to be a rotation.
Yes, you do have to do a tire rotation on it. And once you finish, you start your time when you start taking it off, and you stop it when you finish your last tire. And let me tell you, I think the fastest guy I've seen so far on his challenge was 39 seconds to do all 4 tires.
That's still a long time.
That's friggin' fast, I
Wow.
find.
That's impressive.
He's doing it, I believe, on a TTO2, but he's using a wrench, a T-wrench on top of that. And
I thought it would be an impact wrench.
Seems to me he's only twisting it like 4 times, and the wheel nut is already off. It's just, I don't know if he's got. To me, it'd be easy to do in the sense if you put wide hex on it. So if the wider the hex, the better. So a thick hex, then you don't have barely any thread to unthread and put it back. So that's kind of a way to cheat, and I think that's what he did. I can tell for sure. But like you see his wheel nut and you see him taking it off, and it's almost like 2 or 3 turns with that wheel nut, and he's already got it off. And he puts it back on, back in front, and takes the other one, puts it back, like so friggin' quick. But he barely turns. Like he's just, and to me that's the only way theoretically it could be done, unless you have.
With a regular wrench or with that?
You cannot use a power tool.
Okay.
Power tools, anything
I'm out
with
because
batteries
my hands
or
won't let me
AC.
do it.
It's
What have I
gotta be a
missed?
manual tool.
Uh-oh.
What did I miss?
Trouble.
What
Trouble.
did you miss?
Yeah.
Jack said hi.
Oh, hey, Jack. Hey,
Hey.
pigeon keeper's coming in.
Hey, you missed a water crossing that you would love, and he's going up to Canada for an event. A river
Oh,
crossing. It's a river crossing.
that's even more fun.
Yeah,
River
there's a river crossing. So RC Recreation is doing an event. And
Cool.
I'll try to put the link of that event and also Driftomaniac's challenge into the comments below, and not the comments, but the description of this video. I'll put the link
down
there
below
so
thing.
you guys can actually go see the links there. But in
Hello,
the
Pigeon
chat,
Kicker and Son.
yeah, hello, Pigeon Kicker. And also in the chat here, in the live chat, if you scroll up, there's 2 video links there. One from RC Recreation. That's the event he's going to be hosting. It's a little far for you to come, Magnified, but Jack already said he's coming. He already committed that he said he's coming. He's going to get on a slow boat like tomorrow probably, and he should be here by
Right.
mid-June.
Right.
He'd have to get off at British Columbia and then drive all the way across. That's what he'd have to do. That's the way. he'd
Yeah,
have to do it.
right.
He didn't say
Okay.
he committed, but people were saying he should get on a boat and get here.
Go get on the boat.
and then drive across most of the continent.
Right
Oh,
on.
just most of it. Not all of it, just most of it.
If he mails himself, maybe he's going to get here. It only took 3 months for Mini Jack.
He mails himself.
If he mails himself, it'll cost him more.
That might cost him more than a ticket to get to British Columbia.
That's exactly right. The cost of postage is extreme.
That's true. Postage for his weight might be too much. You might as well just take it.
Ow.
Yeah, that's
Costs as
it.
much as sending a car from Europe. I mean, a full-size car.
Yeah.
But the other one is Driftomaniac. He's having a challenge to, it's an F1 challenge, is you got to do a tire rotation on one of your RC cars. And you cannot use power equipment. And if you win, you win in RC.
Really?
Yes.
Can't use power equipment. What's the point?
Yeah, that's true.
point?
F1.
Yeah, because that's what F1s do. You have to use a power tool. You have to use an impact wrench.
So
I've
this is
got a
the
device
G500
specially built for
4x4. This is the truck that you would win if you win the Driftomaniac F1 Pit Stop Challenge.
A K1 is what it's called. It looks like G500 says K1 in the corner.
A1T kit, maybe kit.
Yeah, it looks like it's written kit.
Okay.
There is a Banggood here for that kit. Let's go see it. Pom pom pom. Why is my internet so slow?
Because you got so many tabs open.
Wow.
You're also
They're loaded, reloaded.
I'm actually in a good mood today. We've had a good few days here.
Well,
It's been warm here today. It was 84.
Yeah, it was like 80 here yesterday and today. It was a little bit rainy today.
Yeah, it's going to rain. It's starting to rain here too.
Right on.
Believe it or not, to me, this is like one of the warmest Aprils in a long time.
We'll come back to the page once it's loaded. Oh,
right.
it's telling me it can't load. What do you want to do? Wait or exit the page? I'll wait.
You know what? I corresponded with Stuart Mack in Australia for his 142-mile-an-hour one-way one. He didn't want to, for some the Tamiya, and he said I said he was having problems with reception. I said, why don't you get yourself a radio? Like he says, I don't trust something that goes for the third of price of my Fatava. And I'm like, what the hell? It's probably better than the Fatava. The Fatava costs way too much. Doesn't mean just because it's expensive doesn't mean it's better.
Oh yeah.
That's true. I've been telling
That pissed
my
me
son
off.
that a lot. Just because it's more expensive doesn't mean it's better at all.
And you know
for the
what? I think
name.
the radio link probably has more functions.
Yeah. Well, I haven't used a newer Fatava lately. I don't have any,
I doubt
newer
it has-
experience with them.
I doubt it has ABS brakes or gyro that comes with the radio. Anything like that doesn't probably come with any of that.
Yeah.
I don't have ABS.
I don't have any of that.
ABS on RC, great.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Yeah.
a setting for it to turn on the system.
Yeah, my racing rigs used to have an ABS, but it was mainly just pulsed the motor on a slowdown, and that's all it did. But it just allow you to slow the vehicle down without the wheels locking solid.
Yeah.
But the gyro
what
I
we
can
got.
understand. What the
Look what
heck?
we got. We got a notorious
Ooh.
6S. This is the V5. 6S.
Your stunt vehicle.
Oh man, it's awesome. It is. It's bad.
Does your son love it?
Oh, he took right into it, man. He let him tell him what you think. Thanks.
Yeah, it was driving pretty good. It was like straight and swerving.
So Canadian, it's
Yeah,
113.
it was holding.
Not bad.
It holds.
112.
It's really balanced, I have to say.
The Notorious, yeah.
Yes.
Arctic White.
Yeah, it's almost like Jack's truck, Arctic White.
That's just 4-wheel drive, not 6.
It's Canadian.
Oh, it's Canadian.
Yeah. So
Shipping
it's
$25.
probably
It comes with a brushless motor.
Yeah.
So,
It
in
is
other
a
words, that means it would cost less than $100 US.
Probably. See if I can't change it here. Come on.
I was looking at that this morning, so I've got it in my history.
Yeah, you get vehicles like that. You've got a vehicle that's close to that price recently.
Yeah.
Mm.
I like
and
the
RC
black.
propaganda. Yeah, that is
89
probably
bucks.
one of the main reasons that we got the Notorious was for the body on it.
So $88.90.
$88.90.
Wow.
That's cheap for that car.
There you go.
That
So
is
you can
cheap.
try to win it for free and you don't even pay for shipping. That one is $88 plus $20 shipping. So it's $100 car, $108.
It's not bad.
I assume he's reviewed this vehicle before he decided to make it a win piece.
Probably.
I believe he did.
Probably.
Well, there's been a lot of YouTube channels reviewing that the MN stuff, and what they're saying is that they're one of the more value orientated RCs out there.
What he's
Oh,
probably
that one
doing,
we just saw?
what he's probably doing, he's probably got a deal with Banggood that the Banggood is going to ship it anywhere in the world to the winner.
Well, you can drop ship through Banggood anyway.
Yeah.
Mm.
So he's probably doing that, and that because that's what he actually mentioned. He goes, whoever the winner is anywhere in the world, we'll ship it to him. So,
Yeah, it's probably just a delivery fee he's got set up with them.
yeah.
It looks like a good value of a vehicle.
Well, I mean, is there more info on what it's actually made of? I mean, is there actual bearings in there? You know,
No, I don't think so. I
you
don't
know?
think there's bearings there. But
Yeah.
if you want to look at the description, there's a link in the video of that truck and things like that. So
Right on.
go
Okay,
to
we'll do that.
driftwoodmaniac, look at the video, and enter the competition. Like I said, right now I saw somebody do it in 38 seconds. So the only thing
4
you have to do
tires?
is put a timer. You put your phone as a timer and you videotape it, everything. So if you only have a phone to videotape, well, you can't use it for a timer. You got to find a different timer. So how fast can you do a tire swap? I think it's 38 seconds to beat. So
I won't even come close. There's no way.
Well, I can tell you now, I can do a tire rotation on my truck in under 30 seconds, but it's with power tools.
Yeah.
Not doing it by hand.
Yeah, not with a hand screwdriver or whatever.
Yeah, with a hand.
That's
My
like doing
wrist
4
would
things
give
at once, using your fingers and your toes and everything.
Hey, why don't you have your son do it? Maybe he'll do it better.
Yeah, well, he probably would.
So why don't you ask him if he'd like to take the challenge?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll set it up. We just got to video it and send in the video.
You say, this is my son doing this because I
Yeah.
certainly couldn't
Yeah,
do
maybe
this.
we can try it. I mean, if we
He
get
probably got smaller hands than you too, it looked like.
under 40,
Ooh,
40
I've got an
seconds.
idea. I could do it as a time lapse.
no, you gotta have the phone. You gotta have the camera there, and you can't cut. You can't put a digital timer.
No editing?
Yeah.
Nah,
No editing.
I'm out.
Though
That's
that
it,
would be
I'm out.
fun to
No
do as a
editing.
tag entry.
I'm out.
Yeah, you fast forward the video after. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'd
here's
be, that'd
one
be
of the
fun as a
entries.
gag.
Okay.
So see, and he's actually not using tires on. So he's just using rims. So he's not actually using the tires themselves. With tires, I mean, it's just the rims. Which there's no rules, but here he's got his timer.
Fly Sky.
And he's got his little T wrench. Yeah.
Stick it in the
He's
rim.
doing it with
Done
a
it.
T wrench,
And
and
that's
he's
a
doing
fat
it. He's doing it on the side like that. He didn't mention that if there was a rule, they were doing it on a mount. But everything goes, man. You can do it any which way you want.
Any which way you want.
So he's doing it with a T wrench, and he's doing it pretty darn fast. And then he hits the at the end. Oh, 28 seconds, even faster than I thought.
Shoot.
Wow.
I'm
Yeah,
flat out
no.
doing that with power tools.
And that's with a T-wrench on top of that. Like, to me, this was
Wow.
crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, you'd have to take all the lock nuts off just so you can spin it right off there. You'd have to,
What's
make
the
sure
name of
all
the guy?
Yeah, make sure the threads and everything are worn in good so nothing hangs at all.
Mark Arciatic. I did
Oh,
put the link there.
I'm subbed to him. Too bad you should be able to go, seek him out and see if he'll join us.
So that was like pretty crazy, 28 seconds. So I'm going to do a couple tests here. I do have different hexes that I can actually try. Like I mentioned, if you put a thicker hex, it gives you less thread for you to unwind. That's one way to actually do it. So,
but you have to do it with one of those wrenches. You can't use like a screwdriver with a.
Yes, you can. No, you don't have to use a
socket.
T-Rex. You can use this. There's no problem. You can use this or
It just can't be powered.
a hex
Yeah.
drive. No power tools. That's it.
So it could be a screwdriver with a socket on the end.
Yeah. No, John, you can't use that. Can't use that drill. So it seems like a fun little challenge to do, and he's doing it on a TTO2 frame without wheels. It's just the rims, so it's doable.
I don't think I own an RC motorbike because that would then smash that even lower.
An RC motorbike.
I think rotating the wheels on that would be harder.
Yeah, but I think a motorbike is you got two screws in the front to hold.
Yeah, that's it. That's why it'd be a lot slower.
Motor, yeah, but there's so many different sizes of motorbike.
Hey, Sang's in here.
But now see, usually they're on the bigger side of 10th scale.
Hey, Sang, look, my Clodbuster.
Nice.
Hey, Sang.
There's no mud on it yet.
Yeah,
There's nothing on it.
it's a start. It's just we haven't start build yet.
Oh,
be
yes,
right
I did.
back. I've gotta
I
restart my
opened up the
internet.
bags for the screws. That's how far.
Wow, that's a lot of screws.
Yeah.
Do you have a? You don't have a Clod, do you?
Yes, he does. He found one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have the original and the Super Clod.
The original's worth a lot because of that body.
I guess. Yeah, because of the Chevy logo.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sang. Hey, Sang.
We've got one of
Sang.
them sitting over here. It doesn't have the Chevy logo. I
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
didn't even get the body for it. It's all custom made job.
Oh, okay. AZ Froggy's net has dropped out, so he's just going to do a restart.
Okay. And I believe Jack wants to say something.
Yeah, I can always try to get to say something. Hey, Sang, how's Sing going, mate?
Jack is saying hi, Sang.
Oh, hi. Sorry.
No one can hear me?
Yeah, it's just your Australian accent is hard
don't
for us
start.
Canadian.
Don't start on that. You're listening to Mr. Sunglasses up there. He's Australian.
Yeah, but I can hear him. He's got his eyes closed.
I understand Jack just fine.
He's got his eyes closed.
I can't see his eye. Mind you, I can't see yours either.
Pigeon kicker. Hey, we haven't seen you for a while. How you going?
He's now muted.
Yeah, Pigeon
He
Kicker's
says
got
he's-
a
Hey,
notorious.
everyone I talk to never replies. What's going on here? Pigeon
I
kicker,
don't
I'm
know.
talking to you, brother.
Hold on. I had the mic muted. What's up?
How are you, mate? Good to see you.
Hey, it's good, man. How's it going down there in
Yeah,
Aussie?
you've been away for a while there, brother. What's going on?
Yeah, I had another one of my. After I got hit in the head with that brick, I sometimes get.
What? You were hitting with a brick.
Yeah, about 10, 11, 12 years ago. About 12 years ago. That's how I lost my right eye. I was truck jack. They took my truck, my work truck, smashed me in the head with a brick.
That's the story he's sticking to, but really he wasn't listening to his wife, and he got home and she had the round, do you know the thing to make pies with? They're waiting for her.
No, it's actually it's like every 2 months or so it makes me it's weird. It's just I'm not myself, and I just have to kick back. I get headaches and things like that.
Pain will do that to you.
Bad.
Pain will do that to you.
Well, it's not really the pain. It's actually from the damage to the frontal lobe on the right side here, from where the brick hit. and it's getting better. It used to be every couple weeks it would happen, but now it's down to every 2 months. Right around there, I'll just have a 2-week episode where I just don't think straight. You know, it's just weird. You know, William's seen it before too.
RC Recreation says, my wife says Jack's got a sexy voice.
Actually, Jason, I knew a lot of back in the good old Google Plus days. I knew I had guitar groups and stuff, and I had a lot of Canadian girls in there, mate. And yeah, they kind of fancied my voice, the good old Canadian girls over there.
Especially since you're in a different country, it's like that. You know, like, ooh, that's a sexy voice, like the Americans and the French,
or the British.
But I've seen RC Recreation's wife, and I don't know what she's doing with him because she's nice looking also. So
easy. He's probably a top bloke, mate. What's the matter with you?
Oh, I've seen him. But I don't know why what she's just, with him. Why?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I mean, I've been in that situation, and people say to me, "How the hell are you with a girl like that? With how ugly you are?" Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I know.
My voice
get this
does
all
it.
the time. Why my wife is with me? I don't know.
G'day, Grant. How you going? How are you, Grant? Good to see you, mate.
Look, I got a screwdriver here. And I got my slash, and that guy had that up like this, right?
That is correct.
All right, here, Will. Hold that up. Ready?
Okay, he's doing a test.
Who's gonna time?
Timer? Okay, hold on. Let me get a timer here.
All right, let's see what this. Just two.
Practice
I'm only
run.
doing 2.
Practice
so,
run.
I'm gonna take it off, put it down, take it off, put it on the other side.
What's this
just
challenge? Who's doing
stopwatch?
Who's doing this challenge?
Okay, let me tell me when you're gonna go. I'm gonna put it on.
No, you say go. Say 1, 2, 3, go.
1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What's this challenge thing? What's going on here?
This is a Driftwoodmaniac's challenge.
No, is he still
I
going
gotta
with
put it
challenges?
down and then put it over.
Oh,
all right, get it on.
Mr. Challenger.
And it's on there. Oh, and I lost the nut. All right.
That sounds like a
24 second, 25, 27. See?
So what are you going to do? Take the wheels off
Wow.
and put them back, is it?
Yeah.
That's with the screwdriver.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
That was with the screwdriver.
And you can win an RC from Driftwomaniacs.
So
Wow.
you have to get
Your
the
son
lowest
should
time.
try too.
Get the lowest
Wanna
time,
try it, Will?
is it?
Okay.
He says, no, I'm all right.
But here's the catch. You cannot get help from somebody to hold the RC like your son is doing.
Oh, we suck.
So it has to be on a stand, or you have to hold it somehow.
So we let go.
So you let go. And that's the reason I think the other guy did it with just rims and not the normal tires. And plus,
I kind of see where that would help. It would help hold the truck up.
Yeah, plus he's using 1.9 rims from a crawler, I believe. So much bigger wheels to actually help hold the truck up or the car up.
It would take some practice. I don't know, man.
They do have to practice. All the race car their pit crew has to practice.
Yeah. Well,
I'm waiting to see who the Luigi is of the RC world. You know,
well, I'm just thinking along the lines of, you know, what little tricks can you use? Do they have like no diff oil so they can spin one tire while they're taking it out? You know what I mean? And doing 2 actions at once or something like that, you know, or do they have thick diff oil or, you know, I don't know. And those had lock nuts too, so they didn't just spin.
So looks like RC Recreation in this video, he's saying 1/10 rule, but I think he's allowing more than 1/10 now on the site. Is that true, RC Recreation?
Hey, Sean, how you doing, man?
Because I mentioned COVID safety, so.
Oh, you mean the size?
Yeah, because I told him how many tents can we pitch on our area, because he's giving us kind of a lot, so I don't know how big they are, maybe 20 by 20 or 30 by or 50 by 50. So he doesn't want people to fight, like he said, 5 people per camp. So I'm not sure he doesn't want to see 5-10 people, 10-person tent on one lot.
Yeah.
Because that would be big. It'd be bigger,
Yeah.
as big as a RV, a lot of RVs.
Yeah. So we'll see.
I think I might practice on that a little bit with that change, and I'm gonna heat the nuts up so they turn faster.
But Traxxas has fat hexes for some of their trucks or some of their cars, or you could put washers to make it a little thicker. So to me is make it as thick as possible. So you just have like a quarter turn to do,
One or
and
two
then it's
threads.
locked. Yeah, 1 or 2
Yeah.
turns. And I think that's what the guy
Yeah.
does in his video, because when you watch him with he's using a friggin' hex, and you see him like do like a quarter turn to loosen it up, and then he just like does this twice, and the nut is off already.
You know, that was true. That's true too.
So
I turned it. I had to turn like 8 times.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. And he does not with his hex. So there is ways to do it and make it a little faster. So and to make sure it's tight. The only thing driftwoodmaniac says, take the wheel nut off, put it back on, just make sure it's tight. Like,
Well, you don't actually have to take the rims off.
yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
take the rim off, you put
Okay.
it in the other spot. You have to
Okay,
take, because
just
it's
like I did.
small.
Okay. All right.
One thing
So-
you could do, a lot of the drift cars, they don't have serrated nuts or lock nuts.
Okay,
So it's just a regular nut that goes on there, so it doesn't have any resistance coming off.
that's
Yeah.
true.
The nut taking off the nut.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you would know that very well.
Yeah, so would you.
So
I don't
in
drift.
other words, it's not a nylon nut, because you don't care about the nylon nut. You just use a 4mm nut and you just put it on and
Yep.
take it off. That's true.
I may have to pick a different truck, because there's some with the holes, the axles. You can get them on easier on some different cars. Like if you pull it off, sometimes the hex lock will come off with the tire or whatever. That would
Mhm.
like screw it up.
Yep.
Huh. I wonder. Might give it a shot. We'll see.
So now that I've told you all the little nicks and tricks and things to do to win that little $88 US car, go for it.
No, yeah. We'll
So
it's
in other
supposed to be
words,
nice
don't,
out tomorrow.
so in other words, don't take his advice because you'll lose.
Ouch. Ouch.
Hey, Tank, why don't you bring Jason up here and he can explain about his event? Put a link, chuck him the link or send him a link. Jason, come up.
Yeah, RC Recreation. You want to talk about your event? I can send
Come
you
up, Jason.
real quick.
Come up.
Let's see, invite, copy invitation.
You know what's funny?
I'll tell you
Jack's
more
voice-
about his event.
Jack's voice is stronger than Frank's right now. And
yeah.
sound.
No, I'm only using
now.
I'm only using an El Cheapo microphone that I got the other day. So yeah, you don't need a Rode microphone to sound good, mate. I'll tell you right now.
Hey, saying, I did a video with my GT tuned Hornet, a couple of them.
Oh,
Yeah, I
nice.
saw that.
Everybody still loves that area. I drove it the last time,
Wish
and
I was
I'm going to
thinking
continue to
about
drive some cars there.
Nice.
We took the Notorious out to the sand pit and had some fun with it. That was
Sure.
great.
Well,
Nice.
this should
You have
be
a couple
interesting
of
for this
those.
weekend.
Wow, that's nice, Brett.
You gotta
Oh,
say
that's the
something, Penguin.
grasshopper.
Yeah, it's nice, man.
It's painted like an army kind of green.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I have working lights in the front.
Hot Wheels!
There we
That
go.
movie, it was in that movie. That's great.
Nice. So that's the one you repainted?
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of like an army kind of green. I was gonna do like a camouflage just for fun.
That's not a good idea to camouflage a buggy, because when you drive it into the grass, you lose sight of it.
Yeah.
It'll just be.
It's okay. It's not a
Baseball diamond.
grasshopper.
That's nice, man. I like that
Good
open
call.
green.
Yeah, they can you put up that bug Brett was holding too, please? Where's
Hey,
that bug,
Stan.
Brett?
What's that?
Where's that bug, mate? Chuck that bug back up.
Right there.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Sweet.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
nice.
You bet.
I just threw that on the TLO1 chassis right now.
Oh, wow, that's
the
the one you
TLO1
picked up a
awesome.
few weeks ago, eh?
Yeah.
It's a copper color or bronzy color with black?
No, it's actually a rose gold color change.
Flip.
It
It's a flip
changes.
paint.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Oh, so it's prismatic paint.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But there's a Volkswagen car show Sunday. So I'm going to take this and drive it around behind the semi.
Oh, so
Oh,
it
awesome.
does
Nice.
work. It does work.
Yeah. Oh, this. Yeah, but I'm going to have it on the trailer.
Oh,
That would confuse my wife. Every time we drive by a Volkswagen, she gives me that slug bug thing. I wouldn't know what
Can't
color to
beat-
call it.
Can't beat a bug.
So
Not
Can't beat a
many.
bug, mate. Can't beat a bug.
Well,
Yeah,
wait a
I-
minute. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Can't beat a bug, mate.
Oh, they're fun. They're fun.
Wow.
I prefer you know what? I like the other color better. I hate to tell you,
That's
Brett.
just
I think
All
the other
right,
color's better.
All right, Brett, what are we swapping for the communications truck, brother?
He really wants that communication truck.
I got mine on. I bought mine off eBay, but I upgraded the drives on mine. I got steel drives on it because
Okay.
they just break. They just completely just snap.
Yeah.
Oh.
But,
Okay, Brad, what is this, Brad?
Hot shot.
here we go.
Here,
That's
here's this
pretty
it.
cool looking car.
I always
This one
loved
here.
the two shocks on it. I always loved the way that looked.
No,
Yeah,
you got
he's
a hot
got
shot too, Sam.
Hey.
I shouldn't have traded off the one I
Nice.
I
got.
was showing. That was his. I was showing.
And they handle well with those just two shocks.
Yeah, not too bad.
Nice.
I just
Yeah.
figured out recently what those two things on the side were. That was a heat. It was the resistor for the car.
Yeah, that's the
There you go,
resistor
Brett.
for the vintage
Thank-
one.
Yeah, it was. It was a
The heat
much
sink.
different resistor than anybody else's.
Yeah, I think that's the only one that has that kind of resistors back then.
Cool.
And I bet you it cooled better too.
Probably. Yeah, because if you run them at second speed back then, or first speed, because it keeps the energy, like you can't even touch it. It could probably melt or catch on fire. Yeah, that's my grasshopper.
Nice.
That's with it
I
outside.
do like that color, man.
Yeah.
Hey, did you? Are those lights from the thing? Because they just recently advertised the guy putting the lights on the Tropicals. Those lights, or they're from
Those
the
lights-
Tropicals?
Those are axials.
Oh, okay. Because Tamiya has their own, and they showed some guy who works for them showed it in a video how to put them on that car.
Okay.
The rear
Yeah,
ones
those just
too.
axials.
The rear ones too.
Nice. Yeah.
RC Recreation, I did send you an invite if you want to come in.
Oh,
Hank.
he came back. Tank on the chat says his 18-month-old is sleeping. He can't talk,
Okay.
Mm.
or his baby's sleeping, or
Oh yeah, I see that now.
okay.
Hey, what
Yeah,
you know,
Don't want to wake the baby up.
there's some Beetles back in the day that did have two-tone paint. They're not common.
Oh yeah.
Now, the green one I did is an homage to one my uncle had that he actually was going to give me, but I couldn't get back to Connecticut to pick it up. It was about the same colors.
Yeah, the color that you use with the black, that reminds me of something Rolls Royce would do.
We'll be
That
back in
was-
1 second. I'll be right
Okay.
back.
Actually-
Kevin Gibbs in the chat says that green reminds him of Delta Force.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a computer game I love to play. Delta Force when it was out. Oh man, that was a fun game.
Anything from Delta Force I like was Chuck Norris.
Oh yeah,
He did several movies of that.
yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, some people died on one of them.
Yeah. A couple stunt guys died.
I also heard some children, and one of the actors did.
I don't know about that.
Don't know. In which movie? Delta Force?
One of the Delta Force movies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. One of them was beheaded by the helicopter.
Whoops.
Reminds me of the ones that were in that movie with Pauly Shore, and he stands there and goes, "Wheels."
Don't know.
No clue on that.
Saying, what other beautiful vehicles do you have to show us that are definitely within arm's length of you for sure?
I don't know. I've got I don't know. It just happened on this.
Oh, nice.
Is it an XV? Is it an XV or a TT?
No, this is actually TB01.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's an old chassis. It's probably like 10 to 15 years.
Look at the dust on there.
Yeah, very dusty.
Rally bread.
This has been ran. I'll show you the chassis. It's an old, about the same vintage as a TL01 or probably a little newer.
Oh, okay.
That was
It's a
a
little
more
newer.
advanced than a TL01, but a TL01 is such a great chassis, though.
That's even more advanced than the TTO1.
Yeah, it's a TB01.
Oh yeah.
Oh, TBO1. Yeah, I remember the people racing them back in the day.
Yeah,
Those are nice looking setups.
Yeah, I like the battery tray.
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
There's the record state.
You know what? I was just Sean just did a video of his TTO2 model of that, and I told him, "Would you like to actually own one of those?" And he says, "Yeah, I would like to." And I go, "Well, someone did take over the company and does make a couple of their cars, but they're extremely expensive and they still they look very similar to the original. They were just with modifications in the chassis and everything."
Oh yeah.
It's about, yeah, they're like 95 to over 100 grand. That in the Stratos.
Wow.
Wow. Jeez. Yeah.
He's saying you're a Tamaya fanboy, mate.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I bet you he'd be a Kyosho one too. You don't have any Kyoshos, do you? Or
Oh,
I have a
Brad.
few. I have
But
Kyosho
they're the only
Ultima.
two makers you know. Kyosho and Tamaya. You know anything else, Brad?
yes,
Name me
I
another-
Arma,
name me
WL
another-
Toys.
WL Toys. Oh god.
Also Arma.
You're comparing apples with oranges there.
Got to get him at Traxxas.
No. No.
RC Recreation says he's got to turn down his audio every time Brad talks because he talks too loud.
You see that, Brad? Did you hear what he said?
You're gonna wake up the baby, Brad. See, now we got him shy. Now he's not talking anymore.
Traxxas to me
All right,
is
well.
a T word that should not be
Want to
pronounced.
say goodnight to him?
Why? There's
Oh,
Why?
you're
nothing
What are you
wrong
talking
with
about?
Traxxas. Why don't
Every
you
man and
like
his
Traxxas?
dog spot has a Traxxas TRX4 or a Traxxas Slash or a Traxxas whatever else.
And what's wrong with that?
And
Too much.
what's wrong?
What's your
Hey,
what's your
Go on.
problem? What's your point? I got 6 of them.
Exactly.
I got one.
Magnet. What Magnet? The Traxxas Slash, in my opinion, is the best RC that ever was made. That's my
Nah.
opinion.
Yeah.
What do you mean, nah?
Nah.
Well, have you?
Nah.
Hang on. Wait. You watch videos, brother. Have you actually owned one? Don't tell me you
Yes. I
Oh,
traded it in.
have. Traded it in, really?
Yep.
There.
Oh, come on,
LCG
man.
Slash.
Come
Right?
on,
The-
man.
Traxxas
Come on.
Emax, traded it in. Traxxas
Come on,
Slash,
man.
didn't like it, traded it in.
Come on, man.
The Traxxas low center gravity Slash is a
Yeah,
lot
come
of
on.
fun.
That's a
That
drag.
That is a lot of fun, man. I'm telling you what.
There you go.
Kurt, how you doing,
we
mate?
got we've got the what was it, the 5250 kV motor in it, and it goes.
It's,
Some of the new Armas.
That's all
are
right,
fun
mate.
also.
Let's stick to your Banggood stuff, mate. No
I
worries.
will, because no
Stick
one
to the
else
Banggood.
does.
Stick to the Banggood, mate. Stick
Yeah, it's
to that
good
sort of stuff.
and it's bang on the
It's
money.
good. It's good, and it breaks so easy. I've had my Slash now nearly 7 years, and I've flown that vertical off skate ramps. I've got videos of it. Not one thing I've broken on that.
Then
the
you
only
haven't been
thing-
trying hard enough.
What do you mean? Haven't been trying? Go,
You don't
go,
break it, you're not driving hard enough.
but go look at my jumps. How high I've taken that thing, and the only thing that ever happened to it was I bent the shock rod. That's it.
Oh,
Nothing
there
was
you go.
broken.
So you
nothing.
did break it.
I was
It's
doing
not broken.
like-
It's not broken. I bent the
Yeah,
shock.
I was doing
the
like
shock rod.
45 across the parking lot they were making, and they had all the re-rods sticking up. And that was
Oh, yeah.
one of the only things that ever broke that Slash was that re-rod, hitting that re-rod, and it just
Yeah,
stripped the center gear out of it.
never had any. I still got the original servo in it. Everything's hunky dory in it, mate.
I do like the Sentinel a lot.
Hunky dory.
I tried it with
Okay.
Yeah, hunky dory,
Sentinel,
mate.
yeah. But
Well,
you tried
Missouri.
John's.
I personally think the Sentin is better than the Slash.
You tried this John Sentin?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
There is one thing I would like to say though, because of Traxxas and then Arma really stepping up their game. That Typhon will hold up with that Slash, hands down, right there. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
I
the
got to
Typhon
give
is the
Arma
1.8
a
buggy.
thumbs up.
Of course, it's
Yeah, it's two different RCs there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, and then we just picked up the Notorious too, the 6S Notorious. So
yeah. Notorious
I
is
mean,
completely different chassis.
yeah, it is. It comes with aluminum plate on the bottom and everything, and
I
the
think-
V5 has the strengthening backbone in it already too, so you don't.
There you
have
go,
to
Sang.
do that.
Show it off.
Look, this is the Traxxas body.
That's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Traxxas body?
That's Proline, yeah.
Yeah, it goes on the Traxxas.
Right on.
Proline,
I
Full
like
line,
that.
yeah.
Proline body, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
Did a good
of
job on
course.
the engine.
I got to get one like that. Do they still
Yeah.
make them?
And he made it like the Sand Scorcher. The colors of the Sand Scorcher.
Oh, yeah.
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 What year body is that off of, or modeled off of? Do you know? The
Not sure.
the Volkswagen.
No idea.
Looks like it's the 70s with the big old back single window in it.
Yeah.
And a fin added to it with the engine exposed.
Yeah. Huh. Right on.
Hot Hobby says y'all need a Max.
Got one.
My nephew's Max is going to be 6S. New build coming soon.
John has
Oh,
one.
E-Max. He said, okay, E-Max.
No, a Max.
Oh,
not
the
an
Max,
E-Max.
the new Max. Okay,
The
my bad.
Max. And not the X Max, but the Max.
Got
You know
it.
what? I
I've
drove the
tried it.
Max.
I've tried it. I've used it, and let me tell you, the Max is almost like the 4x4 from Traxxas. The fuck it, explain. Not the Summit. The other one, the
Stampede.
Stampede.
Yeah, okay.
I turned both of them upside down. They're using the same arm. They're using almost the same chassis. There's a little bit difference because the motor mount is a little bit different. There's a little bump on the other one, but it's the same length, same width. It's this almost the same thing. It's a Stampede 2.0. That's what that Max is. But for the price of that truck, what they're selling that price, you can get something a heck of a lot better than that with more power, like the Notorious or whatever, like for even cheaper. It's just crazy.
And Tank, you hit on the exact reason why we got it instead
Yeah.
of Max was because of the price difference and the changeability, interchangeability
Yeah.
of it. You know, like even the battery tray in the Max, you got a hard time finding batteries that'll fit in it.
With the Max, even though it was somewhat broken, unfortunately for John,
Yeah.
I did not enjoy that anywhere near the set.
Okay.
Of course, Brad, we didn't bring it to the skate park. Then you would have really enjoyed it.
I wouldn't have even driven it on the skate park.
Is there a skate park close to you, Brad?
There's one, but I forgot where it was. I just saw
Okay.
it recently. I can't remember where it was. I must be a blockage because people want to make me go to one of those, and I don't want anything to do with one of those. I know there was one in Medina, but that's farther away.
Has anybody seen these new Spectrum battery chargers? Let me see. Hold on.
Yes,
Right there.
Yeah.
$150.
We got it with two batteries, two 5,000 milliamp 50C batteries in the charger for 256.
256.
Yeah. So, and they were wanting 80 for just the one battery. You know, so it wasn't, I mean, it's a good charger. You just plug it in and it starts right up and you don't have to do anything with it.
Cool.
It's just pretty much automatic.
Oh, Magnified changes glasses to a different style.
and he puts the real ones over it.
Now he can turn off the other one. Guy on the Moose says, I ran my MT 410 yesterday. And just before that, he was talking about he runs it on 4S.
All right, magnified. There you go.
15 tooth pinion.
There you go.
Yes.
And not
Yes.
You gotta love it, man, when it's not needed, but it's fun as heck.
I can't see anything
Yeah,
with
but
them.
the only thing is, Brett, you don't have a green screen, mate.
No.
It looks like he almost wears Ray-Bans magnified.
Depends on what I'm doing at the time. If I'm going fishing, then yes.
How you doing, Jake? Good to see you, mate.
Ray-Bans are just as expensive as a kit.
Sang, do you have that Clodbuster close by?
Oh,
Yeah, I have the body.
Okay. It's okay. I'll put the picture. I'll send my picture over to my computer and I'll show it off there.
It's not painted too nicely.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and you're always good at that.
No, it's I got this. I picked it up used.
Okay. So you have to strip it.
Yeah, just one of my project. I got about 3 or 4 things I want to do, so ahead of the quad.
What do you use to take off like the old paint that's been put on? Like what have you found that's
If it's a hard shell like the Clodbuster, I would probably sand it down. Like maybe start with the rougher, maybe 300 grit-ish, and then work my way up. Yeah, that's it.
right
I
on?
use brake cleaner or brake fluid and strip it.
It doesn't hurt the plastic at all?
Canary yellow.
Like the hard plastic, I probably would not use any chemicals, to be honest. I'd probably just sand it.
Okay.
And then just paint it on top of it.
Yeah,
But Lexan, on the other hand, I've used brake fluid before. I've used nitro fuel.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
Nitro, yep.
What about polycarbonate paint? Polycarbonate cleaner. That works really good.
Tamiya
Yeah,
does
I
make
find it.
paint remover. I never tried it, but
It's
that might work.
expensive, but it works.
So the
Right on.
polycarbonate
So-
one's better than the paint remover.
Okay, so yeah, I've got both of those. I got some brake fluid. I'll let you know how it works out because I got to strip down Rhonda's Bronco body and get ready to paint it.
Make sure it's
I think
dot,
the main
dot,
thing is you have
dot
to be
3.
patient to let
Dot-
it soak a while.
dot
Gotcha.
3 brake fluid. Dot 4 is not strong enough.
Okay, gotcha.
Dot 3 brake
Yeah.
fluid.
Yeah, but the polycarbonate cleaner is actually really good paint stripper for the interior.
But one thing I want to say is, you know, if it's a very collectible body, like they don't make them, yeah, it's worth, but it's not worth the hassle. Go spend $50 or whatever it costs to buy a new body. That's what I'd say. I've tried to remove about 4 or 5 bodies, and at the end of it, I think that's not worth it.
Yeah, because it's an original CC01 body.
I had one of those.
It's got like the original paint on it, but it's all just kind of torn apart. So this is actually a Tamiya body on an SCX10.
Oh wow!
Like that.
I had the Isuzu.
The what?
The Isuzu Mu X with the deep dish wheels. It was an
okay, right on.
And that was a hard body.
You know, we went through, and when the guy painted it, I guess he didn't do the best job, and it's been flaking off on the inside.
Oh,
You know?
another thing too, if you like the matte look, paint it from the outside. Just
From the outside?
Yeah.
Well, you can always put a clear coat on it to make it
Yeah, that's
shiny.
true. Yeah, and she's not into the super heavy duty dashing like we are. You know, she's more of just crawl over the roots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it would probably be okay.
Kevin Gibbs says non-acetone nail polish remover for me. That's what he uses.
Okay.
Acetone
pretty
can
strong
cloud
stuff,
the Lexan.
Yeah, acetone will cloud the Lexan. Yes.
Hey, Brett, what was
Brad, hold on.
Potent that stuff.
On my WPL D12 there, I went to shoot it and the paint in the can was bad, so I had to strip it down. I just used the brake fluid on that, and it came off real nice and easy. It didn't hurt the plastic at all.
Cool.
Right on. Right on.
Hey, Brett,
Acetone's potent, mate.
the acetone was on that die cast, wasn't it? Because that thing just bubbled up.
No, he used another stripper.
Oh, that was amazing stripper.
I like all strippers.
That's what she said. Huh?
Cody is asking a question. Cody is asking, does anyone have a reef sway bar on a RR10? I don't.
Don't have an RR10. What's that?
That was one of their first cars.
Okay.
The bomber.
Nope.
I thought I've seen the AR-10s run. They run pretty good. I think they rival the SCX-10s.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's all done and running.
Cool.
Cool.
Right on.
Just need
Put
to
that back
put a
on. That
body
looks-
on it for temporary until I get the hard body done.
Now that one is the which one again?
That's the Element.
Element. Yeah.
Nice.
And you put the small battery tray up there.
Yeah.
Why? I like the big battery tray for me.
Well, that was just to throw it together.
Okay.
But no matter what, with the body I got, the interior pan goes right in the way of that. So I've got to change things anyways.
But I think you can actually mount it in the back also. I think there's a way to mount it at the back.
Yeah, I can put it back here in the basically opposite of where it is.
Yeah.
So I just don't know if that'll work yet either with the interior pan and all.
What kind of body you putting on there? Oh.
That was kind of an evil laugh.
Oh.
Forerunner. Oh, the hard body.
Four-wheel drive,
The hard
85,
body. Cool.
What is it?
1985 Toyota 4Runner hard body
Oh, okay.
From RC 4-wheel drive. Cool.
with full interior and a ton more parts than I expected it to have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
everything
full
opens on
interior is gonna crimp you down on your room availability there.
Yeah.
Does the doors open and everything on it?
I didn't get that far looking, to be honest. They are not molded into the body. So
Maybe on hinges.
I don't know yet.
Trail Critter is now in the chat. And RC Recreation did mention he's holding a RC bash at his place. So if you want to go check it out, check out his video. So you totally want to bash here. And there's a lot of info here on here about the trails, what you can actually bring, crawlers, shortcuts, gas, nitro, plane if you're licensed, and helicopters if you're licensed, and drones if you're licensed. So we can have a lot of fun. I think he talked about boats also, but it all depends if there's water.
A menagerie.
So there's a lot of different things there. There's a lot of things he talks about into the description. But go check it out. That should be fun. I'm going to be there. I'm going to try very hard to be there and have some fun. So it should be
It's a
interesting.
menagerie. Menagerie of things.
A
Yeah,
menagerie.
yeah, those are always fun. A little bit of everything going.
You're a menagerie.
It's
Throw
like when they
everything in
get
there.
the mud bogs going for the RC trucks. I love watching them.
With
Yeah,
the
I
little
gotta-
skinny tires with the big thick
Yup,
cup.
yup,
That's
going
one
down
thing,
the straight path. Yup,
That's one thing I do not have is a mud truck.
a mud truck. Yeah.
I got to make one.
All
I've
my
seen
trucks
people.
are mud trucks. They go into mud. All of them.
Like,
Every
I'm
single
gonna,
one of them.
I'm gonna
I've
have a
seen-
Clodbuster, and the Clodbuster theoretically can go in mud, but it's not really a mud truck.
I wouldn't want to take mine in the mud.
I'll take mine in the mud, no problem.
Those guys,
T-Hubs kept collecting a lot of grit.
those mud boggers, the ones that use the full size vehicles, they break hubs all the time.
Yeah. Well, these people they put O-rings and stuff, and they pack their axles full of the waterproof grease so that the mud doesn't get into the axles while they're in there.
My
Okay.
thing is with the mud, if I go in mud around here and it's any depth, it's usually got other stuff mixed into it, like cactus thorns and all like that. So that's why I don't want to drive it in the mud.
Yeah, yeah, it's not straight
And
mud. Yeah,
It can
just
also
hit
be
it with a pressure
quicksand.
washer afterwards. It's all good.
Guy on the Moose is asking a question. Any other out in New Brunswick? I don't think anybody here is from New Brunswick.
oh, Michigan.
There is a New Brunswick in a lot of states in the United States. There's places called New Brunswick.
There's one in Michigan, I think, too.
SMT10 says makes a great truck, mud truck. Just change the tires. Cool.
SMT10 said that, or do you mean Trail Critter?
No,
Really?
Trail Critter says SMT makes a great mud truck.
He got you.
The SMT10. That's yeah.
That's a monster truck.
That's a monster
That's
truck
got a
from.
center. That's got a center kind of transmission setup like the SCX, right?
Yep.
Basically,
I have one of those. I've never driven an SMT10. I gotta get one. I got to. I hear they're
I've
pretty
seen
awesome.
I've seen ones go really, really fast, faster than the LMT. The LMT when it comes out of the box, I saw a guy modify it where it's faster than that.
Yeah.
it's not faster than an LMT out of the box. I'll tell you that.
No. I'm just talking the guy that did the modification of the SMT was faster than the LMT out of the box.
Listen, I got a video on my page there, Tank. You can throw it up if you want to. It's at Axial Fest where I take my SMT through a mud pit.
Oh, yeah.
Solid axle guy on a moose. About mentioning somebody dropping a solid axle monster truck soon.
All you blokes driving in water, mud, this, that. Mate, my RCs don't see a drop of water.
I know. I kind of agree. These are
a drop of water.
There was a guy I met the other day who was at one of the metro parks who had lots of money in his crawlers. He says he never takes them through water.
Yeah. I mean, it gets during the winter time.
Built it properly.
During the winter time, we get a lot of the salty road slush and stuff on there, and that tears them up. So we've started to hold even back on that, even driving them in the winter time after they throw salt down or something like that, and in the mud. I mean, Larry, my cohort on the YouTube channel, he's like, he sees water and he's straight at it, dude. He doesn't even care. He won't even play for 5 minutes before he goes and drowns the truck. He's just going straight at it.
There's a guy who I watch he's got a strange name. He's Norwegian, and he was driving some of his vehicles in the snow, and some of them you wouldn't expect that they were doing quite well in there. The way he had the tires set up, he had those spikes through them.
Yeah,
he get real good traction. That thing would just take off in the snow.
I've got a truck dedicated to driving into salt water.
Better watch out for those salties.
Nah.
Yeah.
More
It's
like the
awful.
jellyfish and the blue ring octopus, but that's a different matter.
Go grab it.
G'day, Curtis. How you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Yeah, Larry's just about got his stampede set up for there's where we go in the rec area, there's like a little spring-fed pond, and if you enter off of one side of the beach, you can pretty much go right along the edge of the whole lake and cross the whole lake and come out on the other end of the beach. And he's really been setting his stampede up for that. He's going to try his water crossing this year. Well, he wants to.
I know John, the next time he comes here, is going to do a walk and make sure his vehicle won't get ruined.
Yeah, mine, I don't, every once in a while, a puddle, I might hit a puddle or something like that, but I don't intentionally run them into the water, because even though stuff says it's waterproof, nah.
That's why you have
Kevin. Spot on, Kevin. I got cheap RCs, mate. Cheap RCs, mate. That's right. You're spot on, Kevin.
There's a new WL
last in water.
New 10 scale WL toy is waterproof. I was surprised. The new 10 scale.
Yeah, all my trucks get waterproof. Everything, servo, receivers, the works. They can drive underwater to the point where they lose signal, which is about 30 centimeters.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I've seen that done with a guy in Korea. He does that all the time. He submerges them like a.
Yeah, he drives them around, puts the camera under the water.
Yeah. Well, the thing is I never know what the trails are going to provide. When I go out on a trail run, if there could be a creek in the road, there could be mud, there could be anything. The truck is designed to drive through everything.
Yeah.
It's a funny thing about Australia. It's very dry in a lot of places, but it's also very wet in some places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the coastlines offer some of the best terrain to go crawling on.
And some of the beaches too.
You just have to drive. You just have to drive through the sea to get to them.
I just had to. I just wanted to say that the beach is the coast.
No, I would love to do a beach run eventually. It's just there's a lot of people at the metro parks that are very filled on those beaches. So
Oh, now that's my kind.
That's
of
what I'm. That's the
terrain.
kind of mud bog I'm talking about. Something like that. When they,
That's that's John's SMT.
Yes, it is from Axial Fest.
right on.
It's still got the mud on it from her.
I love it. I absolutely love that the mud is still there. That's
Who's
Who's
great.
walking with you?
Great advertising, John. Brilliant, mate.
Yeah.
What was that other truck part of the course where you had to climb over the
That
tires?
was just outside where the vendors and stuff were.
Gotcha.
So if you had the audio, if you played the audio with that, it was so funny. It was the guy that was actually during the middle of the competition, and I didn't realize it. He goes, you know what? He goes, you probably shouldn't have run that through this. We're doing the competition still, but I figured, what the heck? I wanted to see
What the heck?
You weren't in it, but you went through it.
Oh yeah. I said, and then a couple of seconds after that, you see Tony walk in and go, man, I didn't know you were going to send it like that. I would have recorded that.
Yeah, you see Tony standing there on the side right now.
Yeah.
See you later, Grant. Have a good weekend, mate. See you later.
Hey, Frank, I'd like you to show my latest video, please.
What the heck, mate? I want you to show all my videos, Tank.
I knew that was coming.
You know what? So yes, you should, Jack.
Jake, get
Yeah,
it right,
great.
Brad, get it right. I wish I had a chance to mute you, but get it right, mate.
Me and
You knew that was coming. Don't worry, Tank. I don't have a short memory, Tank. I'll give you an hour on my streams, mate. Don't worry
You've
about
got
that.
a lot of stuff though, Jack.
Like what?
How many videos?
All my RCs are pretty cheap, except for the 6x6, the Traxxas.
The Blazer one was fairly long, but that's all right.
What Blazer?
Well, the last one that you did in slow mo.
That's a Bronco.
The Bronco, yes, the Bronco was a fairly long one.
Brad,
Not
I gotta
really.
give you shit. I gotta give you shit, Brad.
Uh-oh.
Someone's full of what?
I have that. I was using that, Frank.
Yes, I
Is
know
it
you were.
mail
using it.
order turns?
We got him a nice bracket for his phone, and we got him a phone bracket. So he
Oh,
puts his phone on his remote like that, and he's driving and filming at the same time. Problem is,
You gotta
he's
follow the car.
driving, but the car is actually over there, but he's pointing with the remote over there.
You forgot. That's all.
I just got to get used to following.
It's easy.
it.
That is
It's easily
correct.
done.
You have to learn that when you're driving, always point your remote at the car.
Just
I-
too
I'm
busy
sure
looking
there
at
were
the
points
car,
where
that's
it was
why.
that way. I'm
Like
sure
you
there
were, like crooked and like, no, you got to hold it straight. If you're gonna hold it crooked, put this crooked. So
I'm
hold
sorry,
your
Frank.
thing and point
It's
it at.
hard to get used to.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I know it is.
I screwed up a few times too.
Yeah, but
when I started
he's
it.
all pitched in and bored him all. Go and buy him a gimbal then.
Even with the
Yeah.
gimbal, the gimbal's not gonna follow the car.
No,
Like,
well, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, some gimbals will because you can have follow me. or
Yes, follow
track.
me. Yes.
Yeah, that real expensive one was over $300, something like that.
Yeah, and no,
Don't need
he's
to
not gonna
spend that
get
much.
It's just that he's got to learn to point. That's what my point is you got to start doing that. But it's a heck of a lot better than what you had previously, which was just a stand and it was there by your car or whatever. So this is a little bit
Yeah.
better.
But my question to Brad is, Brad, I've got a question for you. Don't take this the wrong way, but why do you upload like 30-minute videos, bro?
Well, I wanted to see how long I wanted to see how long that battery would last. That nickel metal hydride.
But you do it all the time, mate. You upload long videos. I'm not a fan
Yeah.
of long videos.
I love
Yeah.
long
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
You love
Good
the
luck to
last
you.
videos magnified?
The last
No.
one Tank put up was like nearly an hour long.
50 minutes long.
but that's here's your idol, mate. Of course you're going to watch it. So,
Well, if you start putting up half-hour videos, I'd
Nah.
watch it all day.
mate,
well,
you
yeah.
wait. Let me fix Magnet up right here. What did you just say? What did
If
you
you
just say?
put
Magnet?
if you put half-hour long videos up too, I'd watch them as well.
I've got a max around 3 to 5 minutes, and you want to come and watch my half an hour videos when you don't even come on my channel?
So you try to
You
keep
don't
yours-
invite me because I don't have socials.
Hang on. No. I'm talking about come on my
We got an Australian war going.
On my videos, I'm talking about. You just said you'd watch half an hour on my channel, a video, but you don't even watch 3 minutes of any of my videos.
How do you know he doesn't watch
How
him?
does that work?
How do you know he does not watch him?
I watch his stuff. I made a constructive comment on one of his videos the other day.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah, but Jack, how do you know he's not watching it?
Mr. Gimbal can't be trained the crawler. Bassett is just too fast for it to auto flow.
I mean, come on. You put up a
That's
56-second video of a WPL, Jack. Come on, that's not enough.
And
your VRX Bronco. I want them longer.
The Bronco one was
like a personal problem.
Hey, listen. Come and sit in my seat and do editing for hours, and you'll be changing your mind, mate.
There you
I
go.
do editing all the time.
No. Not the way I do editing. So you're not going to compete with me on this one. This one you're going to lose. You're going to lose out. I see your videos.
It's not.
I see your videos. You walk with your trucks. I don't walk with my trucks because I can't walk. There's a difference in how I set up my camera.
Jack,
the two countries are going at
apples and oranges, brother.
If it's filmed right, you can do less editing if it's filmed right.
Oh, well, depends how many clips you've got.
True.
Depends how many clips you've got to put together.
Last one I did had 34 small clips, and I put them all together in under an hour.
Yeah, but that's you. That's the way you do it. But when I put my music, I sync my music to my videos. You see, you can't compete with me on this one, Magnet. You got no hope, mate. You'll lose.
He doesn't.
You'll lose, brother.
He doesn't want to compete.
He's telling me he does hours and hours of editing. What, walking behind the truck?
Yes, he does.
I could do the same thing.
Okay, here. Hey, Jack.
Yeah, mate. Yep.
All right. Like for me, we try to stay 10 on our shorts. We try to stay like 30 seconds to a minute, and then otherwise 10 to 15 minutes at the most. Right.
Yep.
Now, to do that, it does take, for me to go through 2 hours of video to make a 15-minute video. That is a lot.
It takes a long time, mate.
Well, I can see where people just want to upload it and just get it there. But sometimes, like Brad, when you do that, it kind of, some people kind of shirk off of it when it's long and drawn out like that. You got to kind of split it up and break it up a little bit. That might,
you can easily just but I agree with that, Pigeon Kicker. And if you just want to just continuously film, there's no editing involved. What are you going to edit?
Yeah.
And that's why when I do my trailing video, I try to talk in the video, and I talk to the guys that
don't start me on your videos. Don't start me on your videos. Don't start me. All I see on your videos is feet and your face.
Feet and face, sometimes when I fall, I go whoops.
Nah. When you're walking next to your truck, you just see your feet.
Yeah, because I'm showing the truck and my feet are there. Nothing I can do about that.
Anyway, Magnet, that's the way I do it, mate.
So to get back to what I was doing, I was surprised that I still had power after the video ended on its own. Actually, 31 and 45, the phone stopped. But I couldn't believe the 3600 lasted that long, as well as I still had probably another 10 or more minutes left.
Oh yeah.
And someone did comment that it was amazing that I got that much time out of that battery pack.
What RC did you run?
It was the phone stopped recording on its own at 31:45, and I still had much more time left.
It was the Hornet. Oh,
the Hornet.
Yeah.
And Curtis D says in the chat, I am learning to edit. And that's good, man. It's a good thing to learn. Very good thing to learn.
And one thing, Jack, when I do my video, the reason you're seeing my feet is I'm not trying to do a cinematic video.
Tank. I'm taking the piss. I'm taking the piss, mate.
I'm just trying to do
Oh God, turn your mic off.
I'm taking the piss out of you, mate. You know that.
Good.
Yeah, but you see, my editing's totally different than a lot of you guys because I use different cameras. I make my videos kind of pop. I don't get views. I mean, I'm lucky if I average 90 to 100 views a video, and the amount of time that I put into it, sometimes it's not worth it, But, I do bokeh shots, this, that, blah, 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 put the RC where I can get a good shot. And then when I go to edit and everything, if I use my guitar track or someone else's track or whatever, I usually sync up the music. Now, my Bronco, if there's only, I think, 2 people that hooked onto the Bronco when I put the KLF to it, that they realized that the LEDs were synced with the beat of the music.
Oh, I saw that right off the bat.
Yeah, Brett was one. Yeah, Brett was one of them. Yeah, and there was someone else, right? So that's how I edit, right? So I kind of sync my my guitar track, whether it's my solos. If I got a dive bomb harmonic somewhere and there's a jump, I'll push the clip over. So it's a lot of fiddling and diddling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You really, Jack, you really do try to keep the low points out of your videos. Like, no, you don't want any parts in the video where the action or
I'm glad he brought this up. I'm glad he brought this up.
Yeah.
I always said that people that walk around with a camera and film the ground always get more views. I don't know how. I don't know how.
Hey, Jack,
I'm watching like a cinematic kind of video or a video that's just action packed. You want to keep it rolling. You want to keep it
like
rolling.
Like the opening of a major movie or something.
Yeah.
You
want to keep it rolling. Yeah.
That's a good thing to do.
Yep. I totally agree. I totally agree with what you just said there. I watch your videos, Jack. I like your music. Thank you very much, Curtis. I tried my best to sync my guitar tracks as much as I can.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm using dramatic, cinematic music, I try to do the same thing in different parts. So that's the way I do. Wait, Jack is pissing on Frank's leg. I heard that right now.
Yes.
I said I'm taking the piss out of him. It's like what is it? How do we call it? Magnet. It's I don't know. Is it a slang phrase?
Yeah, it's a slang. It's an Australian slang.
It's a slang thing.
He's busting his chops.
Busting his chops. That's right. Yeah.
Hey, Jack.
You're not a binge watcher, Kevin. Mate, you're planted on Tony's channel. I see you there all the time. You're not a binge watcher.
Hit autoplay right on.
Yeah.
Well, it's like with us when we make videos. William is usually behind the camera now.
Don't you start, Tony.
He tries
Tony.
He tries to come up with different scenarios. Like he tries to get the same thing. Like we know how to do it, and we're gonna do it with a different truck in a different area. We'll think of something like new. Like, oh, let's just like bury the camera in the sand while it's pointing up, so the truck goes over it and stuff like that. And he's pretty good at picking up different little scenes.
Well, I like Tony's in the chat, and I've always told him, he's, when he does his long videos, and I'm not really a fan of that, but when he does his editing and his slow motion and stuff, I mean, that's, you got to see how he does his stuff. So it's all action packed, and that's what you want. I'm not gonna walk behind an RC and just walk for wherever I'm going, and that way there's no editing there. If you're with a bunch of guys, that's different. You can trail with them, you can walk and this and that. That's kind of different. But I don't have anyone. I just got a friggin' leafy park across the road.
Well,
I wish I had Magnet where Magnet goes. Magnet's got great spots there at the beach.
Yeah.
Where he
hard
is.
for you to get around, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack, you're in the rare form tonight. Love you, brother. That's okay, mate. Oh, Kevin.
Hey, Jack.
Yes.
I just wanted Tony to be up here, mate. I'll be on fire then.
Somebody else to pick on.
Hey, Jack.
That's why I'm just sitting here fitting this old SCX10 body on this chassis so I can go try it out this week.
Right on.
What's that?
Hey, Jack.
Oh, you're
Get
gonna
that camera up in there and let's see some
like the element.
nice shafts.
Hey, Jack. Your Bronco video was at least 10 minutes.
No, it's not.
Felt longer than you usually.
He's like gotta prove him wrong.
My Bronco video was longer than 10 minutes. Go have a look again, Brad. I don't do 10-minute videos. Let me explain that to you.
He said about
3 minutes and whatever. How long does a song go for? 3 minutes and Brett, KLF, how long
I think it was like 3:45.
Oh, so I get it now. I see what you're doing. You're picking a song and making the video to the song.
Yeah.
Got it.
No, yeah, I do. But when I do put my own guitar tracks on there, say for example, I'm doing dive bomb harmonics, for example, the squeals. There could be like a little jump or something. I haven't got big jumps, but there could be a jump or whatever. And I'll put the dive bomb harmonic on. I'll just move the clip over till I hit that spot.
Right on.
So there's a lot of fiddling around to do with that.
Yeah.
But with the Bronco,
352.
there you go. Hear that, Brad?
What?
10 minutes. Where did you get 10 minutes from, Brad?
What did he say it was?
352.
For some reason, it seemed longer than your usual. Besides, is that why you don't do videos as long as Shine On You Crazy Diamond?
What's the longest song?
What?
Longest video I've seen Jack do is 2 hours.
Well, that's
a live stream.
Yeah.
The longest I see is
5 minutes
right
42.
around
with slow
5
motion
minutes and
trail
20
video.
seconds.
Yeah, I mean, the WPL, I don't run those things very often. I thought I'd just do a
4
short.
hours. The man, you had a lot to talk about. Hey, look at that. You got a nice drift 64.
I'll tell you
video.
what. I give you so much airtime on my live streams. I'm going to delete all those live streams you're in. That's it.
Anyways.
You know what I
I'm
hate?
joking with him. I'm joking with him.
1 minute, 4 minutes.
You do
There's
a
some-
lot of good work on yours, though.
Thank you very much, Aka.
Yep.
You know what I hate is people that don't do videos at least a minute long because you don't get enough of what the car's doing.
Yeah, but people are doing shorts now. Shorts is the in thing now. Everyone's doing shorts.
Yeah, I know.
Well, actually, this was before they started really doing shorts. People were doing that to tick me off.
It looked like you got some air on that one. Look at that. He's getting air.
Yeah, what about the Traxxas one to the right? Two right. Go have a look at the Traxxas at the skate park there.
He
Yeah,
did the same thing with the Tamiya one. He did the same thing.
That's have a look how high I sent that. Nothing broke. There's
I don't
once
want
where
to
I
get a strike.
controlled
If I
the
start looking at video, I'm going to get a strike.
What? You're going to get a strike on my channel? You're going to be joking, eh?
Yeah. You never know. People sometimes they can just turn around and.
I'm not going to give you no. What am I going to give you a strike for?
Why does it look like it's foggy there?
It's different days. This is a compilation, and plus I got filters on the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like those shots.
Skate park.
Get in there,
Go
man.
to the skate park. Watch how high I set. Watch how high I start sending this thing. Not this shot. There's another shot coming up.
Make it over. Yeah, we actually just did that in a sand pit, dude. And I showered myself in friggin' sand particles, rocks, and
Look at this.
see, that's the kind of shot that I like right there. That's the stuff that really makes it good.
Yeah, I landed this on at all fours, but the next jump went further, and I hit the
Nice.
bumper, but nothing broke. Nothing at all.
Nice. That's an LCG too, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's just a
No?
normal slash. Yeah. Look at this jump. It's just further.
That's a good one.
Nice
Yeah.
jump.
Watch it bounce on the bumper though.
Oof.
Oh, you no.
Bang.
Oh,
I've done that one before.
Nothing's still going. You see that
So
magnet?
is John.
It's still kicking, mate. It's still kicking, magnet.
Yeah.
Nothing broken, mate.
Well, you got 6 inches of
Why is
bumper in
magnet
front of the
upside down?
truck.
What are you doing upside down, magnet?
I'm down under. I got to
He's
make
down
a
under
move,
yeah.
right?
in Australia.
Down under.
oh, good grief.
I do like
Down
those
under.
video shots, though, man.
Thank you very much, there, Aka.
You also jumped your Blitzer Beetle too.
Yeah. I love that thing. That thing's a beast.
I put a little short up on YouTube with this Notorious out at that sand pit we go to.
Yeah, there's a lot of people doing shorts now because that's the in thing.
Well,
Shorts kind of give you a
YouTube's take
channel
on TikTok.
preview.
yeah,
that's
like
right.
My
That's
son
right.
was saying. My son is the one that really talked me into starting the shorts. He was like, "Dad, just put out a little 30 seconds or a minute, and then a few days later we can release the whole video." And to me, it makes perfect sense to do something like that, to throw a 30-second video out.
Mhm.
And say, "Hey, this is what we're up to," and it just kind of keep people up to date so they don't fall off your channel. It makes perfect sense. And
I just
grind it
ran
out.
those two military trucks because we've got Anzac Day coming up here. That's the only reason why I ran them, and I just ran them out in the front yard, and Brett wants to get one now, so it was a good thing I did it.
Green Frog RC's in the chat. How you doing?
What kind of cameras do you use? I got a Nikon D5300 I use with 70 to 300 millimeter nickel lens.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
he's
you,
got
okay.
he,
So you got
he's got a big
good
budget.
good
He's
camera.
he's got a big budget, just like Tony does. He's got good cameras and things like that. So
Oh, Tony's got great cameras. Don't worry about that. It's his
Yeah.
job. It's
You know
his
who has
job.
good cameras? Matteo has great cameras.
Yeah, we got a Canon. It's a Canon.
I think, yeah,
20
yeah, they're
megapixel.
good. Yeah,
10
they're
megapixel.
pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah, point and shoot.
It doesn't use the digital zoom. It's got the optical zoom on it.
Optical. Don't use digital.
Yeah.
No, you don't use digital.
Oh.
No digital, mate.
Yeah.
Shorts is to compete with TikTok. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yep.
That is.
But some
true.
TikToks are longer than some TikToks are long.
No, they're not. They're around 50
Yeah,
second marks.
There's sometimes get up to 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose that's TikTok, though, isn't it?
that's a
Yeah.
crazy paint job, Jared. John, on your car. Crazy paint job on that.
Yep.
What is it?
Well, he couldn't decide the colors, so he just used them all.
Show us. Put it up. What the heck?
But I
It
said,
almost looks like it was dropped into the water.
Wow.
Like what your face does.
I can't see it. Hang on a second here.
let me present him.
Well, I presented him myself. Huh?
Yeah, I did something like that on one of my lightning race bodies.
So
Yeah.
looks like he couldn't decide what color to put it, so he just used all the camo he had.
Hey, John, did you use the paints I gave you?
That.
No, this is all rattle can.
There's been
I did give you some rail cans.
I've seen some people doing like the paint dripping when you like poke a hole in a little cup and you kind of drizzle it in lines and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen some of that come out and it looks pretty good.
Or you
I
can
got
spray
some more
in the
work on it,
cap.
but I'm just trying to get it lined up on the actual chassis to see what I gotta actually trim out on this. And this bottom side here, I'm gonna do a bright neon green.
I'll give you a tip. Do that before you paint the body. It's a heck of a lot easier.
Well, yeah. Well, I didn't have the chassis put together yet,
Oh,
so
Right on.
it was one of them. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it this way, even though I know it's
Yeah.
bigger pain in the butt to do it.
Yeah.
So anyways, once
sometimes.
I get it to the track, then I gotta actually do more trimming on it, see where it's dragging, and so that's why I kind of left the bottom edge here kind of clear.
Curtis
Magnify.
is using a GoPro in his phone, which is perfectly fine.
Hey,
Man,
magnified.
we're doing YouTube
Right.
video. We don't need to have production systems here.
Yeah, we don't need high. I mean,
High
the high
budget.
quality helps, like when the slow motion hits, but heck, there's destructions all the same. I love bashing RCs. I'm sorry, that's all I ever go back to is just tearing them up.
Magnified, did you watch my last video? Because you said you like the long ones.
Oh yeah, yeah. As I've got to say, I think were you running that on a 7.2 instead of a 7.4?
Yeah, the 7.4 was the first video.
Oh right, because the
And the
7.2 I
7.2,
didn't.
I wanted to see the difference, and I still got really good runtime out of the nickel metal hydride.
I only
But-
use nickel metal. That's all I use.
Well, it also adds weight, and Shen said
That's-
something about it adding weight that your tires get bald yet. And you know what? They've got
Yeah.
pretty worn, and unlike they would on the lipos.
Yeah, it's really hard to make a truck with the 7.2 volt nickel metal hydride float down a river. Really
Yeah.
easy to do with a lipo.
All the more reason to get the lipo. Haha.
Nah,
Wimp.
nah. I'm one of these sadists that will cut the Dean's plug off something just to put a Tamiya plug on it.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
insane.
Come on, you
Come
need to
on.
be slapped.
What the heck was that?
There goes your invitation for next week.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, you need to slap me.
No. I'm not getting the invite next week because I'm the insane one.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad this is recorded. I've got to remember that one, Magnet.
Oh, no, but
What are you
there's
snacking
a
on
lot
this?
of them out there.
Hey, Sang, what are you
Nickel metal
snacking on, brother?
hydrides- With the nickel metal hydrates, they don't.
I'm
push
just
as
having
much
a
power
piece of
through it.
cake.
A piece of cake.
Yeah.
That ain't fair.
Yeah.
That's all right. He's eating the cake because we can't eat cake, can we, Tank, with diabetics?
No.
Robert Ivanhoff, Arctic IC. Hello, thanks for joining. Make sure you slam that like thumbs up button. Hey, we got 23 people and 10 thumbs up. Come on, guys.
Where are we going?
I've already thumbs
Yeah,
him
don't
up.
forget a thumbs up.
I thumbs you up. Don't worry. You want to see it's blue.
My thumb broke. I'm in a rare mood today. I'm sorry.
Well, at least your head's feeling all right. That's
Was
what I
that
feel like.
Brett?
Yes. I'm back to normal again. I'm back. It is pretty tough sometimes to deal with that, but
Normal's a relative term.
Yeah.
It squashes your personality.
It does.
The
It
bad
does,
stuff.
man. It literally just makes me just hunker down and not want to do anything, like, and I just lose all hope in life, and it's just weird, man.
It's like being in a
Know the
foxhole.
feeling.
Like a foxhole during a battle. That's what it's like.
Well, yeah, that's what PTSD does to you from assault.
Okay.
Jack, do you still have the Kyosho Fox? Or you got rid of it?
No,
already?
so I ended up selling it.
You sold it? Okay.
I
Do you
saw
regret
Shen.
that?
Well, it was back in the days. It was one of the RCs I really wanted when it came out, and it is a beast of a truck. I mean, it's the torque on that thing is insane. But I did see Shen uploaded Kyosho Fox.
Yeah, recently,
against the LMT. I mean, is it a killer? I mean, you can't compare the two. You can't compare the two. How can you compare those two?
Well, they're both solid axle.
Yes, but the Fox is
bigger.
The Fox is bigger. It's a
Yeah.
1.8, and it's got a lot more torque than the LMT.
So it's less likely to get stuck, is what you're trying to say too, because of the torque.
Kyosho, hands down, mate. Hands down for me.
Now, you guys do know and you heard the Kyosho was sold, correct?
Yes.
Again, sold to who?
To a toy manufacturer in Japan.
Oh, wow.
When was that?
I think it was finalized like last week, but it was just announced the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Wow. So they're going to
They
bring
got-
out toy stuff now, toy RCs, huh?
No idea.
Probably New Bright bought them.
There goes the brand.
That actually would be smart on their end.
Actually, no, it wouldn't.
What? Start selling them at Walmart's?
No. Just that they would give them better prestige.
No, it wouldn't.
The one thing I'd like to know is why the heck does Tamiya give me bearings in my Clodbuster, but only 4 bearings?
For the outer axle area.
Yeah.
And the only other ones are all stupid plastic little bushings.
Bushings.
The metal ones go on the hubs, go on the outside and the axles.
It's okay. I got metal everywhere now.
Yeah. Yeah, I do the same thing. You chuck those nylon things.
Yeah, it's
out there.
unfortunate they sell very few with full ball bearings.
Oh, I'm gonna put my nylon on eBay and see how much I can get on.
That's a good challenge right there. What can you get for your old crappy parts?
Yeah.
There you go.
Brass ones will sell better.
Oh, John's ready. He's got the bearing kit.
Wait a minute. Are we going to sell the brass bushings?
Brass bushings are better than the plastic ones. That's
That's
for
a
sure.
lot of brash bushing, man.
I got a bunch.
Holy cow. Hold that back up there.
You do with that
Yeah,
bag.
dude.
You melt them down, Brett, and make a bell out of it.
I could
Oh,
use
that's
them
an
on my
idea.
robots.
I know someone who has a smelter.
I could use some of them on my robots, dude.
Handy to
How
have.
hot does it have to be to melt them?
That's an idea.
I could use those as the counterweight.
There you go.
On the leg
Bang.
on my robots, dude. Those would be
But Joe's
perfect.
saying he's got a new C8 Corvette body for a felony. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm starting
try
to
to-
see C8 bodies for RCs now.
Yeah, now he's trying to figure out the paint job.
Which company did you get? Did you get the what, Proline or Delta Plastic?
Which is better?
They're both nice. I'm just curious.
RC Recreation, don't worry. I'm not putting the plastic. I did get full bearings everywhere.
I would never use their bushings ever again. Ever.
Hmm.
No. No,
Kevin, that's a good idea.
I've rebuilt Rhonda's CC01 twice already, and it needs the gears inside of it are all chewed up again from the bushings wearing out. I guess it's, you know, they're made pretty much for the brushed motors and not these super powerful brushless. But she wanted the brushless in there, so you know.
Pitch and kicker.
Funeral.
Yes.
This axle, when I first got this when I was young, this Hornet.
Yes.
We used the plastic ones in there, and one after I used it a couple of times, those bus ones melted the gearbox.
Yes.
That melted the gear to the gearbox. And I had to replace the whole gearbox.
Yes.
Never again.
They
after
get
that.
hot and they just melt down. Yes.
And it was with a brushed motor back then, so it still can happen with a brushed motor. And it was their
calm down,
motor.
Brad. Calm down, brother. Calm
You got to
down.
put
Don't get
grease,
too-
Brad. You got to, even though it's a plastic bushing, you got to put some grease around it.
Oh, my father was building it. He put the grease on it.
I guess didn't put enough.
Yeah, we've actually got the what is it? Vanessa's lunchbox up here.
Okay.
And that's what's happened to the rear end in it is all the plastic gears just locked right up. We were out last year, so we got to get a rear end for that one. And it's the same thing. It had the bushings in it, and it just creak, you know.
Mhm.
So, one of them things.
My father applied what grease that came with the kit. That's what happened.
Yeah.
It was our first kit we did together, my father and I. So that's what happened. But you know that I do admit that even though those are tiny little shocks on the back, when they're built right, they are smooth.
Oh yeah.
Right,
Hey, Robert,
John?
how are you doing?
I don't know anything about dropping them little freaking O-rings all over the place.
No,
But when you
Not
got
a
it,
bit.
together, they worked really good, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
Well, my Isuzu MU, I actually put all the bearings, all the plastic bushing, and in the handle of this, so it's like a little rattlesnake now. This thing.
You know where it's at. Yeah.
At least if it falls, you'll hear it.
Yeah, that's true.
all right.
Who else
Yeah.
we got here? What is people saying?
Even those little shocks on the back are actually milled pretty good.
Joel Girding is saying proto form for the felony and delta is for limitless and infraction. What are you referring to? Proto form, is that the people that make the body?
The
bodies.
bodies.
Okay,
Protoform, Proline, same company.
gotcha.
Yeah. So the C8 that you got for the felony is
7 scale.
yeah, but it's protoform or
Yeah.
delta.
Protoform.
Protoform, yeah. So he said protoform for the felony. So the C8 Corvette body is from protoform. Cool.
They have 10 scale ones too of
Okay.
C8s.
Yeah. What do you think? My orange and white body.
Oh yeah.
That's a Corvette.
Kevin Gibbs, I can shoot a knee clip a good 30 feet.
That's a C7.
Yeah.
And I think that Corvette needs some love.
Yeah, that's the same thing that's happening to the paint on our Bronco here.
Yo.
Same exact thing.
Yo.
What is that, like just bad paint or a bad application or what?
Think so, because all the arsenal's stuck.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all the whites, the part that's coming off.
So
Yeah,
it might have been just the paint formula then.
Yeah, it's the Arctic white, just wasn't sticking on.
Oh, there we go. Ooh,
Hey, John,
you're sticky.
Yeah.
I can't wait for your brother-in-law to PPG a car for you.
Possibly.
That's look.
It's not my brother-in-law, it's my cousin, but that's all
I'm
right.
sorry, cousin. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
He does auto body, and he says he'd like to paint the body for John. So
what are you putting for ESC and motor in that thing?
Oh, I got the Spectrum or 85 amp
Okay.
and a 4,000 kV motor.
Okay. Cool.
I've seen
Now,
shots
if you-
run on live.
if you use that on drag race, you can only run it in 2S, right?
Yeah, this is going to be an oval car.
Oval? Okay.
I got the
that's
full- I
right.
got-
You
I
do
got
a
the-
lot of the ovals. That's right.
Is there battery restriction in oval racing?
Yeah, 2S 5200. Actually, this class right here, there is no restriction.
Okay.
Is that
But
because
my,
of the size, or
what's that?
or what does that depend on without the restrictions?
It's basically they're all 2S, but it's like I said, the Mud Boss is a 5200 milliamp 50C.
Okay.
But I run 100Cs in late models.
I hear they don't let people run a high voltage ones. You know,
Oh,
the ones
that's
that
right.
are high voltage.
We run the 7.4s.
Yeah.
Or 7.2s.
Yeah, no, what I'm trying to say is
7.6s and 7.8s that are out. Those are the high voltage ones.
No, we get teched when we get there, and then our cars sit there on the thing unless we break it, and then when we break it, we get it reteched.
Okay.
This Robert Ivanhoff says he's still got 4 foot of snow where he's at.
Where's that?
Wow.
Up north.
Yeah, the Great White North.
Thank you, no.
He said, "Oh, his name's Rob. Oh, Arctic RC. So, yep, must be pretty close to the Arctic Circle."
Yeah.
Yeah, that Ivan guy. Yes, I've seen him run his stuff. He
Must
really
be in Nunavut.
Where?
Nunavut.
Oh, that's way up there.
Yeah.
that's also their biggest province.
Yep.
It's the only province that's bigger than Alaska.
Isn't that up by the oil fields?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I hear the Inuits can really cause some hassle up there for the Canadian government, right? Because of some things occasionally.
Don't know.
Oh, yeah, with their going through their lands and stuff. I can see it though. I totally understand it. Yeah.
Alaska.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, he's in Alaska.
Yeah, no, too cold.
Up on the northern face.
Thinking
Except
about
for
it
the
hurt.
summertime.
You know, that's one place that I've always wanted to go is Alaska. That's one of the only kind of environments that I haven't been to yet. That's, you know, like still wild. You know what I mean? And I'd really love to see Alaska sometime. I love it.
I know that Alaska, when the caribou migrate, they actually, with their long daylight times in certain areas, like they have this little Arctic area patch that's desert, actual sand. And it gets to 100 degrees there.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's kind of like the Alaska's Death Valley.
Yeah, and it's in the summertime, the short summer that they get, and the caribou go through, and you see all the major fly problems, all the insects flying around like nuts around there.
Right on. Got to be some good trails up there though for RCing. There's got to be just nothing but woods and hills and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And Kodiak bears.
Yeah.
Well,
Very
Robert,
good.
RC Recreation is going to have an event in June, so you can come down and spend some time down south.
Yeah.
Just a little drive, that's all.
Just up the
Just a
street.
little one.
I just wish
Up
your
the
border
street.
would open up, Frank.
Yeah, the borders need to open up. That's true.
I can't believe I'm sure a lot of you Canadians are getting a little crazy about that.
No,
No, but I think they're actually
crazy.
enjoying it. Keep those Americans out.
yeah, it's keeping all the crazies out of Canada.
Keeping all the
Not
crazies
into.
in Canada.
You crazies in Toronto, from my understanding.
Oh, I love you. Thank, man. It's great, dude.
Cool.
Oh, that's awesome. I think the farthest north, I forget how far we've been before. Ontario?
Ontario, okay.
Yeah, I think we've been up that far. It was back in high school, we had like a weekend trip where he took a bunch of us over to Canada and stuff. And I know we went over the border from Michigan, and then it was about a 2-hour drive north.
Yeah, you probably went to Toronto.
Toronto might have been.
I went to-
pretty good sized city.
I only went to Windsor in Ontario, and I've been to Vancouver.
I was gonna say 2 hours north from Detroit. It might be
London.
yeah, I was gonna say New London or
No, that doesn't ring a bell.
or Woodstock.
No, doesn't ring a
That's
bell.
New
It was a
York. I
bigger
thought New York
city.
was Woodstock.
What's that?
I thought New York is Woodstock.
Well, I got a Woodstock in Canada. That's
Yeah.
my halfway point when I go to New York.
They also have a place called Brazelton, right? Isn't that where your race cars are?
Let me look on the map real quick. I'll figure
Probably
it out.
Sarnia.
You got it marked.
There's
What?
a lot of Woodstock. That when you Google Woodstock, there's a lot of different places called Woodstock.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's Woodstock, New Brunswick.
Yeah.
I would love to see the rally in New Brunswick. I've seen in the past. They have a rally out there every year.
No, you
Or
mean Newfoundland.
Newfoundland, but they're close together. I know that. They're off of each other.
Well,
Sorry, I had to disappear with a phone call.
Oh, you were
But-
gone? We didn't notice.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Ta-da!
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
All I see
Yeah.
is background acting stupid.
Oh, he's got a wild one. When are we see a video of
the
that?
background? Give me a sec.
Oh,
When are we going to see a video of that?
You're not.
Wow.
Why
It
not?
still has the original
Heat sink.
mechanical ESC.
And the original
Right.
motor.
Yeah, everything's
Nice.
original on it, but it's missing the battery holder.
You can get a new one because from the re-release.
I can't find the part number anywhere, Brad. I
Yeah,
have
and-
tried looking everywhere.
And plus, mine is in metal, so you can actually just make one in metal.
Yeah, well, can try. The rear wheels are cracked, so they've got cracks.
Cracked.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
they're cracked on that side.
Got the
Cracked on that
directions?
side.
Oh, the
And the
side impact.
shocks, the shocks were bound up, but I've managed to actually get them free now. So
That car's fun to play with, man. It would be terrible if you can't get what you need to get it to run.
oh, I'll get it to run. It's just whether or not it's going to be Tamiya spec anymore. I'll put some custom parts on it.
It was Toronto we went to.
See you later, Hopty.
Hoopty.
Hoopty.
Hot
Sorry.
hoopty.
So yeah, probably needs new tires and new wheels, and of course the battery tray. That should be good.
What model was that?
It's
Wild one.
wild one.
It was actually the more advanced version of the fast attack.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Uses the same battery tray as the fast attack, and I've been looking up that model number as well, and I can't
Believe it or
find it.
not, the fast attack handles pretty well even with friction dam.
Cool.
Yeah.
So we're going to stay in here. We're going to shut it down. So we're going to start doing the thing, but stay in here for the video for the after hour party and chit chat some more. So we'll start saying bye with Magnified tonight.
All right. Thanks once again, Tank. Unfortunately, last week I wasn't able to make it due to the fact that Google decided to send me the invite about 2 hours after you went live. But today I managed to get it pretty much on time, which is good. But thanks for the invite, and I will catch everyone probably next week. We'll see what happens.
Thank you. Brad,
A lot of people missed you, Magnet. Don't worry about that, mate.
Brad, your turn.
I missed him.
Your turn, Brad.
Your turn, Brad.
Oh, thanks for the invite as always. I always love getting together every week talking to you guys. It's one of my highlights of the week.
Cool. Thanks for making it. Pigeon kicker.
Hey, see you guys later. Thanks for the invite again. Sorry for, woo-tee shit and stuff and with the head, but I'm back and keep an eye out. Thank you again for the invite and keeping up with those while I was out. So thank you, Tank.
Sounds good. Thank you for making it. Sang.
Same thing. Likewise, thanks for the invite. I meant to join last week, but I took a nap and I fell asleep. Didn't wake up until 2 a.m.
Yeah, he texts me and says, I'm going to make it to your show tonight. And he never showed up.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see everybody.
Thanks for making it tonight. I appreciate it. AZ Froggy.
Well, thank you for the invite, Frank. Thanks everyone in the chat for hanging out with us and everyone on the panel. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up before you head out. Have a good rest of the week and stay safe.
Thank you. John Martin.
Thanks for inviting me, and sorry about the drill earlier.
No problem.
And go out and race and break something, because I'm planning on doing that Saturday night.
Right on.
Cool. So I think I got everybody.
Oh, what about Jack?
Jack. What
Jack,
about Jack?
Jack?
Jack is gone. Jack's not even here.
Jack,
I'm
you
not here,
back?
Tank.
Oh
I'm not
yeah,
here,
there
mate.
he is.
You see, Aka, he always leaves the best to last, mate.
There you go.
Oh, I can't even spotlight him. I can't spotlight him because he's not.
Because he doesn't have his camera on.
That's correct. You see how smart I am. Anyway, thanks a lot once again being up here. I'll have to get this camera somehow working, but everyone in the chat, have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys later.
We're gonna
Thanks
have
very
to
much.
start a pool together to get Jack a new camera.
Nah, it's a good camera, man, but I think it's StreamYard and Zoom. It's a conflict.
Oh, with the camera itself.
Yeah, it's a conflict. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, Jack, thanks for coming, and thanks for
No worries.
everybody coming. Thanks everybody in the chat. It was nice. We had well over 20 people all night in the stream, which was awesome. So thank you for you guys keeping coming every week and every week. Really appreciate it. And guys, keep those batteries charged. Go out there and have some fun and break something, because if you're not breaking anything, you're not having any fun.
You're not having no fun.
Hey, Tank.
Yeah.
Tank. You might have 20 people in that watching all the time, mate. But when I do a live stream, this is just a bit of a joke here, right? So when I do a live stream, I have about maybe, 9 people watching, but I always get more thumbs up than you, my friend.
Cool. Appreciate it.
Oh.
Thanks, guys, and we'll see you next week.
I had to put that in, Tank. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, let's put the screw